Let's move on to the world of sports as the National Basketball Association draft is tonight. The Orlando Magic will be making the first pick, and there's three big names that are expected in that draft. People saying maybe this could be a weaker draft class, but you got the likes of Jabari Smith, Chet Holmgren, Paolo Banchero in the mix there. Let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Josh Schafer here with the preview. Again, Magic picking first. Who do you think is going to go?
I'd take Chet Holmgren.
Okay.
That's who I'd take.
7-footer with some handles.
Right. Don't you just go pure talent, right? If you're going to go number one, you want to go for a unicorn-style player, right? That's the buzzword they love to use in the NBA, and I feel like everyone's a unicorn these days. But Chet Holmgren has that build. He's a 7-1 player that can handle the ball. He could play everywhere. You can kind of you can see the Giannis kind of fit, right? That kind of player, not that kind of player, but that kind
Until
of
he bulks up, but
right. But that concept. And that's what people love in the NBA now.
Look how tall he is next to Mark Few. That guy is massive. Tell us about the NIL aspect of this, right? I mean, this is a draft where for the first time, kids might have the option to stay at their school and make a few $1 million instead of go to the draft.
Brian, for the second time in 39 years, the Naismith Player of the Year is not going to be at the NBA draft. And that's really because of NIL, right? So Oscar Tshiebwe, the Kentucky big man that won the Naismith Player of the Year, he's coming back for another year. He's got NIL deals. Armando Bacot from UNC, who a lot of people remember from March Madness this year, really hot March. Normally that kind of player that gets a double-double in every game.
That's all you need.
You ride it right into the draft.
Right, yeah.
Instead, he punched his ticket into, I think it was $21,000 in T-shirt sales in less than a month, and he's got a bunch of NIL deals. You got to respect it now. I mean, it's a lot of fun to play college basketball at these kind of schools in North Carolina, Kentucky. And I think big men, particularly, we know don't fit that well in NBA and certain systems, right? Some of these bigger guys like a Bacot that doesn't move well. Why not keep playing in college?
Well, and this is a good point because I guess there's now an economic analysis where if you're going to be a top 3 draft pick, of course you would go to the NBA because your rookie contract is going to be really nice. You're going to get inked into
$41 million.
Right, but if you start to fall towards the bottom of the draft, I mean, I guess is there a line where it becomes okay? You know what? If you're the 10th, 11th, or 12th pick, maybe that's when you start to think about. I would get more money by just staying at my school and, sponsoring Cheerios or something.
Yeah. No, I definitely think that's a point. And I don't know if it's the first round as much as it is that second round, right? The second round is definite. You should just stay. It really depends on the school you're at, too. We've seen that across NIL, right? You need to be at a basketball school, a Duke, UNC.
Right, you can't be at some mid-major
Kansas.
Conference.
You need to be at a school where it's a big deal because you can get a car deal now. You can get the local real estate place, and then what happens? But then what happens with that is you then create yourself, and you can be in that community forever. Some of these college athletes, Tyler Hansborough could go to Chapel Hill any day of the week and have a meal for free, and probably have a job if he wanted to, right? Some of those famous athletes can really build a career there, and I think players are starting to realize that.
Would love to see a Cuse guy just get sponsored by Tully's and just get chicken fingers for life. Maybe Were you a big Tully's guy? By the way, Josh, he's another Syracuse Orange, so.
I was a big Tully's guy. Watched a lot of Syracuse basketball at Tully's.
My guy.
Tully's Tenders.